Welcome to the AMRC with Boeing Mantra vehicle. Great to have you on board. I gather you're engineering diploma students, so first of all, well done to yourselves for getting involved in that course. It's a great new initiative.
How do you let industry know about the latest tools in manufacturing? And how do you get more young people interested in careers in engineering? The answer is you get a great big truck. But it's no ordinary truck. This 40-metre long HGV is packed with the very latest technology. The aim is to show how manufacturing will look in the future, and along the way the hope is that it will inspire a new generation of engineers. Professor Keith Ridgway from the University of Sheffield is one of the people who set up the project.
Mantra is the manufacturing transporter, and it recognises that small and medium enterprises just don't want to take the time to go out to universities to find the expertise and search the expertise that they need. So the Mantra manufacturing transporter aims to take that expertise out to industry and show them the type of things that we're now doing in manufacturing to cut time, reduce costs for manufacturing parts. It also recognises that engineering is not a desired career move for children and young people nowadays, and it's trying to show by visiting schools, show young people that engineering, manufacturing engineering in particular, can be an exciting career.
Can you describe some of the things that can be seen in the truck itself?
What we're trying to demonstrate is the research that we carry out and the impact that research has on industry. So we have a combination using plasma screens down the side walls of corporate videos showing things like blade off tests and water ingestion tests for engines at Rolls-Royce and how Boeing assemble aircraft. We show those videos with videos of our own work on assembly, on machining and test work. Also on the vehicle with a machine tool that demonstrates some of the major processes such as milling, which is making flat surfaces, and turning round surfaces in combination on one machine. And we can show advanced CAD/CAM, how we can reduce times for machining, how we can tune the machine to reduce the cost of making the part. Also, we have a full virtual reality system, and that's a 3D stereo system that allows us to examine a model of an aero engine or a motorbike, change the design, bring off parts, bring them out right out into the person that's looking at it, twist round the part, change the colour, put it back in and reassemble the engine or bike, whatever we want to do. We're looking for people to take up careers in high-level advanced manufacturing, things like aerospace, where we're making critical strategic parts for major aircraft and major vehicles, maybe marine industry, the medical industry. It's that type of industry.
Can you explain how this project got off the ground?
The project got off the ground for the Engineering Physical Science Research Council, that's the EPSRC, had a very simple, very simple competition. And it was, if we gave you £500,000, how would you transfer the knowledge that you're generating to industry? And we said, well, how we would do it is actually take it to industry. We'd not invite them, not set up a centre and invite people to come and see us. We'd put it on a big lorry, a 42-foot lorry, and take it out to see them. And we put all our equipment and all our knowledge as demonstrators on that facility. And we actually won the competition. And one of the other things we recognise is that there's a missing generation. There is a whole generation of people in a place like Sheffield that do not want to go into engineering, don't want to do manufacturing engineering. I think an Instin study showed that in schools a survey said the most popular and well-known engineer was Kevin Webster off Coronation Street. And when we're in that situation, I think we need to look at engineering and say, how do we change that perception? There's something different out there than mending cars in Coronation Street.
Ati Emez is from the Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council. Ati, why do you think this sort of project is so important?
In terms of the general sort of concept, it's really important that UK organisations like myself can demonstrate the impact that research is having on people's lives. A facility like Mantra can take that technology, can show that technology to people, and can show that the basic research that's really excellent in the UK universities can actually have a real impact on people's lives. In a specific sense, I would look at the economy today and I would say how reliant we had been on financial services. And what we have here is a facility focused on high-value manufacturing manufacturing, focused on the sorts of products and services that I think will make a real difference in the economy as we go forward, and will spawn new ideas, new innovations that will ensure that the UK is well placed to come out of any recession. Research, technology development these days is all done in collaboration, and Keith's got some great partners with Boeing and Rolls-Royce and others. Keith and his team don't do everything. They're part of a process. What you'll see here in the facility is how that research is worked across that supply chain, and I think the collaborations and the people are that really make it, although of course all the nice screens and the machines look impressive too.
The launch event took place at Dorking Technology College in Swindon, and with that it faced its first young audience. So what was their verdict on Mantra?
It's really cool, the technology they're making these days. It's good that they're making it out of better stuff, but it's lighter than the weaker stuff, so it's really good.
In the middle, I actually saw a lathe. They showed us on the screen how they did it and how they would do it in the future.
The technology we're seeing today, by the time we're as old as them, the technology will be 10 times better. So it's amazing to think that.
We saw the 3D imaging. It was good because you could use a thing the control and come out and you could see the parts and everything on it. So we saw how a component was made on the machine.
The 3D glasses with the screen is excellent. It looks really great. It's just a case of putting some glasses on and you can control the whole thing just by a little control, which I thought was absolutely amazing. Being able to actually get something and move it with your own hands virtually is amazing.
We saw the components being made in the machines they're building. I thought it was really interesting how they got loads of bits on one machine, loads of different saw parts on one machine, and it's cutting out in a matter of a morning when if you did it by hand it would take years.
Engineering is tackling climate change, it's building economic cars. Most things today are engineered by someone or something.
Pupils from Dorking Technology College in Swindon. And over the next 3 years, the Mantra project will visit more than 400 companies and 30 schools in the UK.